जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय श्री राम जय राम जय जय श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय
एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। है दयाल हरि, है कृपाल हरि, तू याचक होकर आ तो सही। है दयाल हरि, है कृपाल हरि, तू याचक होकर आ तो सही। एक बार नाम हरि का ले, फिर सुध तन मन की पिसार के काम, फिर प्रेम में सब कुछ हार के काम। फिर सुध तन मन की पिसार के काम, फिर प्रेम में सब कुछ हार के काम। वह जन्म मरण के साथी है, वह जन्म मरण के साथी है। तू प्रभु को अपना बना तो सही, बना तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। फिर सारे बंधन तोड़ देगा, जंजाल जगत के छोड़ देगा। फिर सारे बंधन तोड़ देगा, जंजाल जगत के छोड़ देगा। प्रभु आएंगे मन मंदिर में, प्रभु आएंगे मन मंदिर एक बार तो हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। तू गोविंद गोविंद गाए जा, हरि नाम की धुन तो लगाए जा। तू गोविंद 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 गाए जा, हरि नाम की धुन तू लगाए जा। तू गोविंद गोविंद गाए जा, हरि नाम की धुन तू लगाए जा। प्रभु रह न सकेंगे आएंगे, प्रभु रह न सकेंगे आएंगे, शरणागत हो तू बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। है दयाल हरि है कृपाल हरि, तू याचक होकर आ तो सही। है दयाल हरि है कृपाल हरि, तू याचक होकर आ तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले।
पप्पा हैंडसम,
हाँ
पप्पा हैंडसम।
हाँ ये पप्पा गया।
एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। है दयाल हरि है कृपाल हरि, तू याचक होकर आ तो सही। है दयाल हरि है कृपाल हरि, तू याचक होकर आ तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, फिर सुध तन मन की विस्तार के काम, फिर प्रेम में सब कुछ हार के काम। फिर सुध तन मन की विसार के काम, फिर प्रेम में सब कुछ हार के काम। वह जन्म मरण के साथी है, वह जन्म मरण के साथी है। तू प्रभु को अपना बना तो सही, बना तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही। सारे बंधन तोड़ देगा, जंजाल जगत के छोड़ के गा। फिर सारे बंधन तोड़ के गा, जंजाल जगत के छोड़ के गा। प्रभु आएंगे मन मंदिर में, प्रभु आएंगे मन मंदिर में। दीप जला तो सही, जला तो सही। एक बार तू नाम हरि का ले, एक बार तू हरि को बुला तो सही, बुला तो सही।
श्री राम जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम
I don't need.
जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय श्री राम जय राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Hari Om to everybody. Yesterday we completed 6. Yeah. Pranam. Yesterday, the prompting came that we should share 2 articles appearing in with the master, with my master. Every now and then, suppose we read. All of us must have heard this, read this many a times. But periodical reminder will help us to give a boost to our sadhana. Who wants God realization? My earliest memories of Papa, written by Shuddhananji, go back to the first years of ashram in the early 30s, when, thanks to the fact that my parents lived in a town near the ashram, I was taken for Papa's darshan almost every weekend. Few children could have been more fortunate. Visitors to the ashram then were very fewer than in later years, and used to come in good number only for the 2 big days of the year. The anniversary celebration of the ashram in mid-May and Punya Tithi of Gurudev in mid-October. And I could have as much time with Papa as I wanted. I still remember vividly the white-clad Papa, sporting a beard, standing on the steps of the ashram and greeting me with open arms as I was taken to the ashram by my parents. In the nascent mind of a toddler, the first image of Papa, imprinted to last for a lifetime, was of a wondrous God-sent playmate who was great and worshipful, everyone prostrated before him, but who was at the same time something special where I was concerned, and who heartily joined me in all my games. My mother told me when I was old enough to understand what the term God meant, that Papa was a manifestation of God, and that because he joked with me and played with me, I should not think that he was one of us. It was his great love for all children that made him give so much of his time. Delighted to be informed that this wondrous Papa of mine was something superhuman, the next day I was taken to the ashram. I took up the issue with Papa himself. Sitting by his side on his asan, with his hand encompassing me with a compassion, and that was one soothing and strengthening, I asked him, Papa, are you God? Papa laughed outright and asked me in turn, who has been telling you all this? Mother, of course, I replied. Papa laughed again and then called out to Mother, what have you been feeding this boy with? I persisted with my query. Papa, I still recall that high point of my life was, with a warm feeling, snuggled me close to him and asked, what do you think? Do all gods have beards, Papa? I asked. Papa laughed again and again. This Das has one. Many years later, I remember a visitor asking Papa the same question. Papa gave a straight answer. Ram and his Das are one. To see one is to see the other. For the writer, from his childhood, It was a matter of eternal wonder that Papa, who had seen Ram and was a veritable form of Ram, should talk and move among us as one of us. Perhaps this easy familiarity that Papa allowed us to out of great love for his veiled, the rich spiritual treasure trove that he was, which we, who literally grew up in his benign shadow, failed to realize fully. I remember once Puja Mataji Krishna by telling a few of us who sat around her in the ashram hall while Papa was having a siesta, because Papa talks so freely to you, gives of his time entirely to you without any reserve, you do not realize what he really is. Do you know he can bring within your reach, if you so much as you want, the most precious and spiritual prize which rishis and sages have sought through rigorous tapasya for ages? Unfortunately for us, despite repeated reminders from Mataji, we failed to reach our hands out to this prize when the giver was in our midst. Keeping ourselves content with the knowledge that it was ours to have when we wanted it, Papa himself never showed, even by the slightest hint, his disappointment with us, those who went without calling ourselves Papa's children, but did nothing to merit either the title or the great love that Papa bore for us. Papa played to perfection the role he had chosen for himself of Ram's Das, Ram's blissful child, with all of us as a myriad forms assumed by his beloved Ramu. Only once in all my years have I known Papa to give expression to his disappointment with us. It was after one of those veritable feasts of conversation with Papa, and it was time for the routine of bath, bhajan and lunch, and everyone dispersed. I lingered on in Papa's room to seize upon any fleeting moments of close companionship with Papa that my never-failing good fortune might permit me. What were you lecturing about to X, an old lady devotee from the south who had come to an ashram? This morning, Papa was asking Mataji, what were you lecturing? Mataji replied, my usual refrain. I was just telling her what was the use of coming to this place, prostrating before you, saying you were theirs and so on, if nobody cared in the least to follow your teachings. Papa remained for some time and then said to Mataji, what is the use of your dinning their ears again and again when they do not care much about it themselves? Who wants God realization these days? They talk about it, they like to hear Ramdas talk about it, but who will put in the least effort for it? They will go to any plains for a worldly object like a desirable son-in-law, a new business contract, a new job, and things like that. But when it comes to giving a little time to remember Him, God, and meditate on Him, they are too busy. Papa must show God to them. That is what they say. Oh yes, Papa would be only too happy to show God to them, but they must have eyes to see. How can Papa, with all the goodwill on earth, show them God when their eyes are set only on worldly pleasures? There are limits to even what a Papa can do. He cannot catch hold of their tufts of their head, turn their faces in the direction of God, though in one or two cases, because of Ram's prompting, Ramdas has even gone to these limits to bring some by force, as it were, in Godward direction. But those are the cases where Ram made Ramdas act in this manner, perhaps because there was no hope otherwise for those persons. They were destined by their prarabdha to sink lower and lower in the mires of worldliness, and Ram made Ramdas go to their rescue. Ramdas cannot act in such a fashion in everybody's case. they must show some inclination at least to want God. That is all Ramdas asks of them. Show some desire to see God. Ramdas will do the rest. It's a great assurance, for all of us. Show some desire to see God, and Ramdas will do the rest, he tells them. But even this desire is absent. When there is so much wealth to be garnered, such fineries to be owned, so many cinemas to be seen, who has time for God? But someday, they too will realize what they have been missing in their lives all along. Ram will give them that realization. Sooner or later, the seed of God realization will take root in their lives, blossom forth to fruition. Till then, they are destined to go through the cycles of pleasure and pain, ups and downs. Ram's will be done. Ramdas has done all that he can. He has shown them the straight and easy path to the trodden path. He has cleared for them all the hurdles and stumbling stones on the way. They will take the first step when Ram prompts them. Whether this will happen when Ramdas is physically here or not is in Ram's hand. So these questions we are asking ourselves. But one assurance is there, If we show some inclination, he will do the rest. And another positive thing is, though not now, we will definitely get it. When we try to slowly shift our priority. These two are there from today's reading. Later that day and in the days that followed, this was 3 or 4 years before Papa's Mahasamadhi, Papa continued to talk with us as before, crack jokes, tell us anecdotes in his usual manner of conveying some great truth to all of us. But to this writer, who had the privilege of knowing Papa as his first playmate and companion, whom Papa had snuggled close to him and whose innocent query, "Do all gods have beards, Papa?" has been greeted with a hearty Papa-like laugh. It would never be the same, Papa again. Having heard the pain-tinged voice of Papa, the impression of a new Papa became embedded in mind and heart. A Papa whose love knew no bounds. A Papa who anguished over the devotee's slowness, even as a mother would over a dull-witted child's slowness to learn to walk. A Papa who would be really a wondrous mother, if only we would allow him to refashion us, not the way we wanted, but his way, the only real way. One more article, then we will try to go back. There was pin drop silence when Papa stopped. Previously he says, when God first made Ramdas his slave and child, Ramdas did not know where to go and what to do, except to repeat Ramnam unceasingly. The kind Lord led his footsteps unerringly to the company of saints in course of his wanderings. Ramdas had no doubt left to be solved. All doubts indeed had become dissolved in the nectar of Ramnam even before he set out from Bangalore. Yet God took him to saints to receive their grace and complete the process started by Ramnam. For in the ultimate analysis, any devotional practice could take the devotee only to a certain extent. To enter the rarefied world beyond, only grace of a saint or guru could be the means. There is no other way. The devotee who has Ramnam on his lips need have no worry. The Lord takes care of his progress and at the right time gives him that fleeting touch of divine grace which shoots him up like a rocket into final destination in him. In Ramdas's case, God led him after some months of wanderings to Tiruvannamalai, where a young saint, Bhagavan Ramana, resided in a small hut near the sacred Arunachala hill. All that Ramdas did was to stand before him and utter a silent prayer, "Pray, deign to shower thy grace on this slave and child." The great saint's eyes, beaming forth rays of grace, turned to Ramdas, thrilling him in every core of his being. The transformation started by Ramnam was instantaneously completed, and in a trice, grace had performed the trick. The seeker and the goal had merged into one, and the limitless bliss, love and light that had been first promised to him by Gurudev when he gave him the Rama Mantra Upadeshan was now his. Such was the power of grace, Guru Kripa. It transformed the devotee into the very image of Guru himself. The Guru is an embodiment of mercy and kindness. Nay, he is the very instrument of divine power, and only his touch can transform you into an embodiment of divine bliss yourself. The Guru is more than a father and mother. The latter can, with all the love in the world, take care of your body, whereas the Guru takes care of your soul, elevates it, and at the same time gives it the prod of that merges it with the cosmic consciousness. The Guru is a veritable savior par excellence. There was a pin drop silence when Papa stopped. A lady devotee then asked, "Papa, won't you be our savior too?" Papa turned to her and smiled. "Ramdas is ready, but are you?" He is like the boatman who takes his boat out on the stormy seas in the torrential rain and tells the man struggling in the sea to come into that boat. The foolish creature says, "No, I want to continue my own way," and refuses to be saved. Can't the boatman lift him bodily into the boat, as his business is to save people from drowning? One devotee asked. "Yes, he can do that too," said Papa, with a wonderful smile playing on his lips. More silence, and then Papa leaned forward in his chair. This talk took place open one summer night outside the ashram, in the days before the Pajavadi was constructed. With his eyes aglow, Papa said, "All right, Ramdas is ready to lift you, everyone, into his boat. Are you ready to be lifted?" He does not ask for any effort on your part. He will do all that for you. All he asks is, cease all your activity, your struggle, and stand still. Give yourself up to him. He will save you. Are you ready? Even now we are not ready. None answered. As each one looked at the other, Papa continued to lean forward and said in a hushed voice, "Ramdas gives you 3 minutes." He looked at his watch. "Whoever among you wants to be saved, please say so. Only you must be prepared to give up all that you have hugged as so long as yours, to embrace the universe as its manifestation. Ready?" Again none answered. One of the muted ones who appeared tongue-tied by the suddenness of the wonderful offer of Papa's eyes was myself, who had been held by Papa's arms, lain at Papa's feet within hours of his birth, had had Papa for his first playmate, had all the time in his life with Papa, had been christened by Papa, given Upadesh of Ramnam at the age of 8, taught by Papa, and all that was good in the world. 3 times Papa made his offer, and 3 times he was greeted with silence by those who only a few moments earlier had begged to be saved. Then, with a smile of infinite sympathy and pity, Papa said in a low voice, 3 minutes are over, the offer is over. None spoke much that night as they silently prostrated at Papa's feet, dispersed to their respective rooms or dwelling places. Papa's full depth of disappointment could be glimpsed later that night when he recounted to Mataji the talk and the offer made by him. They did not want to be saved, said Papa in a lower voice. Papa was lying on his cot and was being massaged by Mataji and another ashram devotee. Papa, you are seated in their hearts also, Mataji replied. Why did you not open their mouths and untie their tongues to say the right thing? Even then Mataji is not blaming us, That is Mataji. Papa merely smiled again, the smile of infinite Rams will be done. After Papa had retired, I prostrated at Mataji's feet. I happened to glance at Mataji's face. It portrayed some same look that I had seen twice that night on Papa's. Then Mataji said, do you people realize what a golden opportunity you have lost? An opportunity that comes but rarely in one's life. Papa, whom you call your guru and to whom you write long letters in a flowery language, had come to your doors, as it were, begging you to follow him, and you shut your doors on his face, and you call yourself Papa's devotees, Papa's children. These 2 articles he prompted us to read only to make us more ardent, more earnest. Because we can take Papa into task, just like Mataji said. You have not made me to prioritize. You have given me the feeling that I should realize your presence within. And with all my activities, I am also trying my level best to do that. But whether it is intense or not, now I realize. I have been thinking that I am doing it. I also want God realization. I agree, mind is not exclusive. Mind is not exclusively for this particular one. Though he is not in body now, who when we close our eyes, he is there before us. Why not we pray to him? When you were in body, you gave this offer. And nobody came forward. Because God has not prioritized in them. They are all ardent devotees, no doubt about it. Otherwise, why should they come? Especially, ashram was not like this at all. Lot of limitations, there are no comforts at all. But they used to come, Many must have walked from the railway station or bus stand here. Somebody would have come by car, pull a cart also. Whatever we are enjoying, not even 10% must have been available there. That means they want, but they couldn't rise up and ask. God did not give them. With all the comforts now he is making us to enjoy here. Unimaginable heights. A few senior devotees might be able to remember. So with all that, is there any chance of getting prioritized in our mind? No? We are asking ourselves this question. And when it is prioritized, we take his assurance. Ramdas will do the rest. So we can say, he is waiting for us. Waiting for us to turn towards him. We now pray, Papa, make us to turn towards you. Giving up everything is a tough question. We may be able to give up so many things, but not all. So that allowance you have to give. Comforts probably one by one we may be able to deny. So that also, Papa, you should clear the mind. We did not bring anything, you provided everything through Mother Nature and through your various forms, which fact I forgot. And so the me and mine started developing and owning all those things. So to give up that sense of possession, it's a tough job. Now I realize it is only it's a veil of ignorance or illusion that I have that me and mine, where nothing has been brought by me, nothing has been created by me. So like that, a dialogue, a sincere dialogue every day morning. And to have the taste of that glimpse, that stillness. So this is what he prompted us to read today. Ramdas gives you 3 minutes. Whoever amongst you wants to be saved, please. Only you must be prepared to give up all that you have hugged so long as yours. Possessions can be with us, but the ownership should not be with us. Whoever amongst you wants to be saved, please say so. Only you must be prepared to give up all that you have hugged so long as yours, to embrace the universe as its manifestation. Everybody is hearing.
Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji.
Why Papa answered so properly? Papa may be knowing very well that nobody is switching out. But why did he ask us like that? Ask us like that?
Papa must be knowing none of us are fit. Then why did he offer?
To him, all are eligible. To him, all are eligible. The only thing is that you get up and show. Because the first article, he said, one day they will Get it? Because we have come from that. So we are his children. One day we will definitely go back. Whether it can be hastened, speeded up, that is the question before us. The very fact that he has drawn to himself, that itself is a positive indication that we are all in the queue, 100%. Okay, we'll go back to. Eh? Sure. Not to discourage us, 100%. Not to dispirit us, not to discourage us. But he has assured us. But let us not become complacent, We will try in our own way, whatever is possible. That's all. Go back to chapter number 7.
Swamiji,
Ah.
I could join only at 3:55. So can I know which was my article recorded? So I can.
She wants to know which was the article because she joined very late. Meeraben. Which article? With my master.
With my master, who wants God realization? And the next chapter was the Savior. No. Every now and then, suppose we can speed up a little more. Okay. So we now go to the 7th chapter. In this chapter, the Lord begins to reveal his divine nature more directly, both as the unmanifest spirit and the. Why are you creating all these problems? In this chapter, the Lord begins to reveal his divine nature more directly, both as the unmanifest spirit and the manifest universe. Moving from meditation in chapter 6 to knowledge in chapter number 7, he shows us that true devotion arises not just from discipline, but from deep understanding of his all-pervading presence. True devotion arises not just from discipline, that means only discipline, no, but from deep understanding of his all-pervading presence. Para and apara. Jnana Vijnana Yogam, that is the title. Applied. Krishna explains how everything we see, touch and experience, earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intellect and ego, are expressions of his lower Prakriti, nature. Beyond this lies his higher nature, the imperishable spirit that sustains all. He also points out why many fail to recognize him, deluded by Maya. They chase temporary joys, but he draws near and blesses with knowledge and discernment those who seek with faith and clarity. This chapter bridges Bhakti and Jnana, reminding us that when knowledge is kindled by surrender, it becomes luminous and liberating. Not merely knowledge, surrender also. Bridge between Bhakti and Jnana. Know me fully, not just as theory, but as living experience. I am the sense of all, the taste in the water, light in the sun and moon, sound in space. The world is made of two natures, my lower and my higher nature. All beings are born of this union. I am the source and the sustainer. Delusions arises when people cling to desires and are veiled by Maya. Few truly seek me. Among thousands, only a rare one knows me in truth. People worship various forms, but I alone receive all devotion. Four kinds of devotees: the distressed, the seekers, the wealth seekers, the wise. And among them, the wise is most dear. Even those of impure past, if they turn to me with unwavering devotion, are to be regarded as noble. Knowing me as the beginning and the end of all, one becomes undeluded and devoted. We were prompted to bring this preface and the key points because that should not be forgotten. That should be there in our mind. Otherwise, the mind will only concentrate on the examples. Examples make us to move closer to Bhagavad Gita, and that closer movement should enable us to know the real gems containing in these slokas. The mind should not be satisfied merely with the example. As we keep on going through it again and again and again and again, probably we may be able to get examples exactly on the lines. As a beginner, this is okay. So this also you may kindly keep it in your mind. So the first slogan, number 7, integration. In a bustling company, departments like finance, marketing, HR worked hard, but often in isolation, leading to scattered efforts. During a meeting, CEO Padmaja reminded everyone of the true mission of the company, which is to improve lives through their products. Her heartfelt story sparked a shift. Teams began collaborating with a shared sense of purpose. As unity grew, so did harmony and impact, proving that a common vision can turn individual strength into collective success. A truth echoed in chapter number 7, slogan number 7 of the Gita. Mattapparadaram nanyadu Mayi sarvamidam prodam sukte manigana iva. Alva. 7. Mattapparadaram nanyadu kinjidasti dhananjaya Mayi sarvamidam prodam sutre manigana iva. There is nothing whatsoever higher than me, O Arjuna. All this is strung on me as clusters of gems on a thread. Just as pearls are strung together by a single thread, all efforts in an organization find meaning and coherence when connected to a purpose. The Gita teaches that when we recognize the underlying unity, the thread that binds us, move from confusion to harmony, from division to collective strength, unity of purpose transforms scatters into powerful energy. This is related everywhere, no? Even in ashrams like ours, coordinated effort. Mattapparadaram nanyadu kinjidasti dhananjaya Mayi sarvamidam prodam sutre manigana iva. Gratitude. Once in a small village, there lived a farmer named Hari. Eh?
No, it's asking caption.
Chapter number 7.
No, caption here.
Gratitude.
Caption here, gratitude.
Gratitude. For years, Hari worked tirelessly on his fields, grateful for every harvest. As he grew older, he began to notice something deeper. His crops thrived not just because of his own labor, but thanks to the rain, the fertile soil, the sunlight, gifts from Mother Nature that he could never control. He also saw how the village community supported one another, sharing tools and helping during tough seasons. This growing awareness sparked a quiet transformation in Hari's heart. He realized that his well-being was intertwined with the well-being of the whole village and the natural world around him. Moved by gratitude, he began to plant trees along the dusty roads, offering shade and fruit for travelers and neighbors. He tended not just to his own land, but to the spaces that belonged to everyone. Over time, his senses of responsibility expanded. His thoughts, words, and actions began to reflect a deep care for the larger community and the earth that sustained him. Hari's life became a living meditation on gratitude and service. Hari's life became a living meditation on gratitude and service. The thoughts that filled his days of thankfulness, responsibility, and love for all became the very fabric of his being. In his final days, as he looked out over the green fields and shady roads, his heart was at peace, knowing he had lived in harmony with the world around him. Hari's life beautifully echoes the teaching of Shloka number 6 of chapter number. We are in 7, you know.
7. Jnana Vijnana Yoga.
It's a mistake. Everybody has missed it.
It's accepted.
Eh?
I did not hear.
I couldn't hear. I couldn't understand.
Vivekananda uncle, we could not understand what you said. Padma, could you tell us what he said? Shloka number 7 something. Oh, that is over. Next chapter.
Here it is being shown a full sloka speech of chapter 8, but when Swamiji has said about chapter 7.
He also occurred.
We can connect up 4 and 5 for this. Because he says, English, anybody is having?
You didn't.
He says, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, reason, and also ego, these constitute my nature divided in 8 parts. This indeed is my lower nature, the other than this by which the whole universe is sustained, know it to be my higher nature. So he was able to, we can compare that he was able to see that everything is nothing from him.
We chapter 7.
Eh?
Chapter 7.
4 and 5.
Cool.
4 and 5, that can be connected to this example.
Chapter 7.
Now, so instead of 6, 8, we will replace it here by then slogan number 10, source. Vipul was playing with a toy car which ran with a remote. He was thrilled seeing the car move about by itself as he pressed buttons. He asked his father, Manohar, Dad, how is the car moving on its own? Manohar replied, there is a battery within it that makes it move. Vipul inquired further, and what makes the battery do that? Manohar explained, well, inside the battery are special substances that react with each other, kind of like any tiny spark of teamwork. These reactions produce electricity, which then flows through wires, reach the motor in your toy car. That electricity is what actually turns the wheels. People listen carefully, his eyes wide with wonder. So the battery does not really do it by itself. Manohar smiled. Exactly. The battery seems like the source, but even it depends on the chemicals inside, the way they have arranged, and the materials from which it is made. And all of that depends on the earth, the laws of nature that makes it all work. As people sat quietly, absorbing the idea, Manohar said, you see, if you keep asking what lies beyond each cause, you will find that every action, every force, every form of power comes from something subtler, deeper. And if you keep on going layer by layer, you will reach the ultimate source, the one behind all motion, all energy, all life. The one behind all energy, all life. We will look at the toy car. It was no longer just a toy. It was a doorway to wonder, to inquiry, and to the mystery of the one unseen power behind. This message is beautifully echoed in chapter number 10, 7, slogan number 10, chapter number 7. Bijam mam sarvabhudhanam vidhi partha sanadanam buddhir buddhivadamasmi tejas tejasvinamaham. I am the pure fragrance of the earth and the brilliance in fire. I am the life force in all beings and the penance of the ascetics. Probably this is what she meant. 7 and 8, yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Just as Vipul's inquiry led him, because this I remember. Just as Vipul's inquiry led him from the toy to the origin, the shloka reveals the Lord as the eternal seed behind all brilliance, strength, and life. True inquiry begins when we seek the first cause, the source from which all life, including ours, have sprung. This is what Papa asked us at the beginning, Where, which book? Huh? Glimpses of divine vision. Try to go into the origin of your and the world life. And sloga number 4, sloga number 11, valor. During a monsoon downpour in a hilly plantation, disaster struck. A live electric wire was snapped from the post and lay hidden along the rain-soaked ground. Unaware of the danger, a worker accidentally touched it. Instantly, high voltage current surged through his body. He screamed in agony, "I am dying," as the current held him frozen in place, unable to let go. Panic spread among the nearby workers, all too afraid to act, but one man, plantation owner, we had witnessed this scene, acted on instinct without a moment's hesitation. He sprinted 200 meters uphill, his feet slipping in the slush, his clothes drenched, his heart focused only on saving a life. He reached the transformer, climbed its iron pillars in the pouring rain, with great effort pulled out the main fuse. The current stopped, screaming stopped, man was saved. There was no time to calculate risk, no room for ego or reward, only pure strength born from purpose, a will to act selflessly. That heroic worker's inner power, that heroic worker's allowed. It is not worker, the owner. Driven by compassion and detached from personal gains. Na?
Only this owner was that Jain was. He himself climbed. Sure.
By compassion, detached from personal gains, echoes the Lord's words in sloga number 11, 7. Phalam bhalavata chaham. We had no time to know. We were in the office. But suddenly, when somebody cried, when we came out, by the time he was already gone, and in a few minutes he is back. Suddenly the light went off. And then when we telephoned to electricity, we are not supposed to do that. Electricity linemen only should do that. So we telephoned. They said, what you have done is right. In such cases, you have to do whatever you feel like. Sloga number 11. Balam balavadam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho budeshu kamosmi bharatarshava. O best of Bharadas, in strong persons, I am their strength, devoid of desire and passion. I am sexual activity not conflicting with virtue or scriptural injunctions. In that moment, strength became divinity in action, a force untouched by selfish motives, flowing directly from the source that dwells in it. So I am the strength, Phalam bhalavadam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho budeshu kamosmi bharatarshava. We move to fifth sloga number 12. A group of college alumni now scattered across different walks of life discovered they were in all in Mumbai. At the same time, delighted by the confidence, they fixed a date and a venue for a long-awaited reunion. On the chosen day, they gathered at a hotel, sharing warm hugs, cheerful banter, nostalgic memories from their campus days. Laughter flowed as freely as the memories. As they settled down to eat, a server handed out menus. Interestingly, despite their shared history and similar upbringing, each person chose something entirely different. One went for a rich, sweet dessert, another preferred something spicy, yet another opted for a tangy, sour dish. A few chose simple, bland food. When someone pointed out the diversity in their choices, they laughed. My body cannot handle sweets anymore. And another one, spicy food gives me a kick. Another, sour things refresh me. Though their bodies are built from the same basic elements, and though they shared similar early influences, their current preferences varied greatly shaped by inner dispositions, habits, personal evolution. One of them quietly reflected, smiled and said, "It is fascinating, is it not? We are all made of the same stuff, yet express ourselves so differently. Our lives, choices, and even life paths is shaped by something deeper within." This subtle truth is beautifully reflected in slogan number 12. ये चैव सात्विका भावा राजसा सत् राजसा सत्चये मत्तयेवेदि तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु मे ते मयि. ये चैव सात्विका राजसास्त तामसाश्च ये मत्त एवेदि तान् विद्धि न त्वहं तेषु ते मयि. The subtle truth is reflected. All the qualities born of sattva, rajas, tamas originate from me. Though they are in me, I am not in them. Here the Lord declares first tendencies, be it calmness, energy or inertia, spring from his power. Yet he remains touched by them, just as each friend's food choice reflected in inner temperament, so too in life our behaviors, attractions and decisions arise from different gunas, all part of the cosmic design, yet leading each soul on its own unique journey. Very nice. Rest of the things we will take it up tomorrow from 6 onwards. So today, integration, Sutre Maniganayida, CEO. Collective work, yeah. Then next one is that we are changing it, 4 and 5, where he says what is the Paraprakriti, and somebody, villager, recognizes this so that he doesn't take anything upon himself. All the things have helped me. Whatever is listed there, What are the listed ones? Earth, water, fire, everything. All these things are put together. It is there in our body, but they are there in the Sthula Bhav. Outside, all those things are helping to raise the crop. That means yes. So he doesn't own anything, and he doesn't feel that it has been because of him. Similarly, when we try to function as an individual, if we become aware, don't you think that me and mine will get reduced? If all these things are not there, will I be able to survive? Wonderful. So gratitude. Then source, a very important sloga for all of us. Papa wants us to go to our source first. And that source is named as Ram. And we are repeating the Ram to know the source and the great provider. The subtle and mysterious power. So through a small toy car, a great profound idea came out. Bijam mam sarvabhudhanam viddhi partha sanadanam buddhir buddhivadamasmi tejas tejasvinamaham. And then comes Balavam, that electricity. Phalam bhalavadam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddho budeshu kamosmi varadashvaha. So I am the strength, whenever you find some valor, a person should know that it is the strength coming from him. That is why it came spontaneously and the other one was saved. Because it was not, he has taken his own risk. His life would have been in danger. So that means the godly element, when it comes, bereft of the me and mine, see it.
Spontaneity.
Eh?
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. Then that college alumni's diversity, nachaiva sattviga bhava, rajas tamasashye, mattaye vedi tadvedi, natve teshute mai. All the qualities born of sattva, rajas, tamas originate from me, though they are in me, I am not in them. Because all the fundamental things are same for every human being. What is... Eh?
It's quite confusing, isn't it? They are all in me, but I am not in them.
That means I cannot be localized there. I am in them, but you cannot say there. So there are so many things. I am in that. I cannot be limited. And they are diversified. This thing does not affect the... Just like electricity is not affected by the refrigerator and the heater. Though it is responsible for the heat to come or the chillness to come. But electricity is not affected by it. So I am them, though they are in me, I am not in them. Very nice. The rest of the things we will take it up. So before closing, again we are reminded of the two articles Papa pointed out, through which Papa pointed out the urgency to concentrate on the ultimate purpose of our sadhana. Is to know that the seeker and the sought are one. The seeker and the sought are one. That should not be lost sight of. And we pray to him intensely. Our equipment may not be fully cooperating with us, but he has given this urge in us. So we pray to him, make our equipment to cooperate with this endeavor and enable me to scale the heights. Hari Om.
Swamiji, suppose our mind is dwelling on the oneness of everybody and everything, then we will not get attached to any form, no? Suppose our mind is...
Think, what does it feel? When you say this is your sari, it means, rest of the saris are not mine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why should you say it is my sari? Think. All the answers you will get. And that thinking process will definitely help us to move closer to him. Absence of otherness. That is why it is that absence of otherness. We don't calculate for ours, we don't keep anything for us, we don't think in terms of me and mine. That stage, that all-loving, all-comprehensive. Not that we will not take them into tasks, like Mataji, She takes everybody into tasks. But we know the motherly heart. It embraces everybody, it wants everything. Just now we read, even Mataji, when Papa said, she did not blame the devotees. You are seated in everybody's heart, why did you not give that? That is the mother. Even for fun's sake, she doesn't do that, because she is established in it.
She took both to task. She told Papa, why didn't you make them say? Afterwards, she went to everybody and said, you people lost a very big opportunity. She went to everybody and said, you lost a very big opportunity.
Oh.
And she told Papa also, she took both to task.
That is why when Mataji dropped the body, Papa, Puja Swamiji started writing his memoir. And he titled it, Vishwamata Krishnabai. People may think it is out of attachment. No, no. We vividly remember that because the first task when we started coming here on regular basis, the first task he gave us was to collect all the letters written by Mataji to Papa and which has been published in the Vision. We did not know then why. So on those days there's no computer, no? So we go to the library, get all the Vision, go through every issue right from number 1, and then wherever Mataji has written, put a tag, then bring it to the present day library, what Swamiji's room, there we used to type, and then we started typing. If we remember, must be 30, 35 letters, and all were typed out, put it in a file. Then suddenly we thought, why he's asking, we don't know. So we put a content sheet, date, some clue to the letter, and page number. Topic wise, yes. And then took that file and handed it over. All letters have been, all letters, okay. Then, when the manuscript for Vishwamata has to be typed out, then he will write there, gives the number, what we have given number. So, reproduce number so and so. So again we type out and insert it. All those things we thought, to bring out a book. No. Those articles gave us some more idea about Mataji's broad heart, about her absence, the commitment to absence of otherness, her established in this reality. Though she takes so many things into task, if a sadhu comes and behaves, she is addressing Papa only. But please don't come in this form hereafter. No, this is what he says. Not blaming him. This we cannot do it. You have set up this ashram for this purpose, and don't come in this form. No, see the level. Not individual to individual, but something more than that, and at the same time in line with the Vyavaharik requirement. She was blending it, Brilliant exposure. That gave us a more, because otherwise during the 30 years we were coming, 64 to 25 years. So we were not going through this, Though we know Mataji's every word, every thought, it was a revelation of her all love, but not this much. It gave us. That was the first job Swamiji gave. Though that was needed for the book, it was the first sadhana he made us. And it was a thrilling one. Unlike today, it is difficult. Suppose you type and somewhere you commit mistake, you have to retype the whole thing. And we don't know this blind system. Looking and no, we have to look at the keyboard and only type out. So it requires a little more, what do you call, manana. Spelling. Now here, you suppose you commit a mistake, it will correct. Anyway, so the Mataji is, again he is leading us. So let us take anything that comes, it touches and kindles so many positive thoughts in us, So many positive thoughts. One sloga, when it takes us to this, our association with Mahans, our association with our sadhana, everything, it reminds us. That is the tangible gain of this Gita study, not merely the sloga and the examples. These are all, what do you call that? Implied or aparoksham, aparoksham. Direct and indirect benefits. There are so many indirect benefits and direct benefits also. Today he made us to remember about those days in 89. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय जय राम हरि ओम to everybody. हरि ओम प्रणाम प्रणाम
You didn't go. You said you will.
I wanted to Swamiji said we are doing my master.
Okay. That's it.